All right. Hopefully I am loaded here. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me just make sure that that is possible because I don't want to have to do this all again. But I think I should be fine. I think I should be fine. Welcome to the Wrestling Pod. I'm your host, Carlito Santiago, and we are here to talk about Monday Night Raw on Netflix before the Royal Rumble this Saturday. Predictions coming out this Thursday. The road to the Royal Rumble in Indianapolis on Saturday rolled through Atlanta on Monday night for WWE Raw on Netflix. Just want to make sure. Okay, good. All right. The blockbuster main event featured Sami Zayn and Drew McIntyre, the latter of whom has yet to defeat the Scottish Warrior in a one-on-one action. Did he change that trend, or did McIntyre assure another crushing defeat for the underdog of the Underground in the relentless quest for the World Championship? Well, Seth Rollins kicked us off. Then Gunther, and then Logan Paul had to interrupt. The Visionary, the Revolutionary, kicked off Monday's show, hitting the ring and addressing his desire to win the Men's Royal Rumble match this Saturday in Indianapolis. He teased challenging Cody Rhodes for the championship if he wins the Rumble. Then when he brought up the possibility for challenging Gunther, he interrupted. The World Heavyweight Champion told Rollins that he hoped he would challenge him. Logan Paul then made his Raw return and vowed to win the Royal Rumble, touting himself as a competitor on the ground floor of his career with an unlimited upward trajectory. Gunther threatened to wipe the grin off of his face, and the segment ended without physicality. Now, this was interesting start to the show that possibly set up for Rollins and Gunther as the Raw title match at WrestleMania, but it also teased Paul's involvement in the world title picture. A match between the Maverick and the Ring General would create a scenario in which the heel champion was the clear babyface, so that should not be expected. Whether a three-way dance is possible remains to be seen, but it feels like the most likely option of those presented in this one segment would be Rollins challenging for the title at Mania, graded a B. Let me make it kind of clear to everybody in the segment is that I knew Logan Paul was going to make or declare himself at the Royal Rumble. It was fucking right out in the open. It was clear as fucking day. Okay? For Rollins to kick off was pretty nice. For Gunther to interrupt, it was even better because a lot of people forget that Rollins was the champion before, and then Gunther made a promo. If you guys remember that, way back before WrestleMania of last year, that was insane. So to have it be brought up here is interesting. It could happen this year. You don't know, but it could. Graded a B, and I think it deserves a B. So yeah, Gunther and Rollins can happen. There was already a hint last year about it. And this year it might be the same. It might be different. We might have Rollins and Gunther finally go one-on-one. We didn't have them last year, but this year it seems like it might happen. The War Raiders defended their tag team championships against the Judgment Day. The War Raiders rolled into Atlanta for a defense of the tag team titles against JD McDonough and Dominic Mysterio. McDonough overcame a scary bump earlier to join Mysterio in working over the champions and nearly defeated them on several occasions. Carlito interfered on their behalf by spitting an apple in Ivar's face, but the challengers still failed to put the champions down for the count. So ultimately, Ivar and Eric delivered the War Machine for the pinfall victory and successful title defense. The issues within the Judgment Day will likely only intensify as Mysterio fails to replace Finn Balor, continuing the faction's recent trend of frustrating losses. How the group's de facto leader takes the news when he returns will determine the story's path. And yes, McDonough overcame a sickening collision with the announce table as he did a moonsault and his head bumped off the announce table, so he will be out of action with a punctured lung and ribs. So yeah, very scary. rest recovered, or speedy recovery, hopefully, to JD McDonough. So hopefully you know JD McDonough if you're watching this or you decide to watch this or hear about it. But yeah, the tag team championship matches, these fucking paper titles need to be changed. But hey, who am I? I'm just a guy on the fucking internet who decides to criticize the WWE for what they have. So let me do my job. But they did their jobs here. They were fantastic. The match is graded a B. It's going to stay a B for me. And shout out to Eric Beeston for this Bleacher Report. Rey Mysterio took on Xavier Woods. Of course, Xavier Woods is Atlanta's own. So the recent issues between LWO and the New Day came to the forefront of Monday when Rey Mysterio took on Xavier Woods in a singles match. Now, Woods dominated the action, controlling the pace and taunting the crowd. With teammate Kofi Kingston talking trash at ringside, the heel appeared poised for victory. A distraction caused by the arrival of his family to ringside, coupled with a 619 from the greatest luchador of all time, led to a Mysterio win and another loss for the New Day, which kind of sucks. But after the match, Cole and Pat McAfee questioned whether this latest bit of karma was enough to get Woods and Kingston to re-announce their recent actions. All signs point to a no. Graded a B, Mysterio wins with defeating Woods. Believe it or not, here, guys, rapper Lil Yachty. I don't know why I said it like that. Lil Yachty and Woods' family revealed that New Day sucks with shirts, infuriating Woods and providing just enough distraction to cost him the match. So, fuck that. Okay. Now, Cole announced on commentary that Zelina Vega's final appearance as a LW member, as she will be moving to SmackDown as part of the transfer portal. So, hopefully she'll get title opportunities. Hopefully. Because Zelina Vega, we haven't seen her in the title picture. Last time we saw her was 2023 Backlash. Right? Yeah, that sucks. We need her back in the title picture. Come on, WWE. What are you doing with the women's division? You got Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan for a fucking year, and you don't give us Zelina Vega? Come on. Yup. Like I said, they're going to give us this shit. Bianca and Naomi, the women's tag team champions, don't defend the titles. They take on Morgan and Raquel. So, before we get there, Jey Uso hit the ring alongside Quavo to cut a quick promo on top of the announce table, revealing his intent to win the Men's Royal Rumble. Back from commercial break, Liv and Raquel battled Belair and Naomi in a tag team action. I honestly don't care about this match, really, but some people do. Just 24 hours before the latter Tatum with the slated defense against Jakara Jackson and Lash Legend on NXT. And then another match on SmackDown. So these women are getting pushed. But they're actually losing, so that's probably a win. Raquel and Morgan worked over Naomi. An enziguri from the Glow created separation between her and Raquel, allowing her to make a hot tag to Belair, who exploded into the ring, or I should say yeeted into the ring, and took the fight to both opponents. Late on, as Belair delivered the Kiss of Death, or the KOD, to Morgan, Dominic Mysterio provided a distraction. The EST of WWE wiped him out at ringside, while Naomi delivered a split-leg moonsault. Raquel ran interference and dropped Naomi on the apron, as Morgan scored the tainted victory. The match itself was fine, if not mistimed once or twice, but the outcome was more important. Morgan and Raquel have now appeared to poise the challenge for the tag team titles, and with Jade Cargill soon returning to avenge the attack that left her sidelined, WWE could be plotting a switch shortly. If that is the case, it would be an effective way to keep Morgan and Raquel involved in the title program, essentially ensuring their place on the WrestleMania card. No grade, but I'm going to give this a B- because of the missed times. But the match was fine. The outcome was the most important part. I can beat Gunther. Now, check this out, guys. This is something I need to talk about right here, because this happened backstage. I was just in the middle of watching this, too. Bayley interrupted Rhea Ripley, implied that she may win the Royal Rumble again, making her the first two-time winner, back-to-back. Challenge Mommy for the World Championship for Mania. But from there, the role model was interrupted by her former teammate turned rival, Io Sky, who said, "See you Saturday." Now, I had this debate a little bit. Now, I wouldn't say I lost a debate, but the real thing about this is that I'm sick and tired of Bayley kind of wiggling her way into fucking title opportunities where she doesn't belong, especially after the fact that she was a fucking champion. WWE decided to take her off as champion at SummerSlam. Me? I would have never taken her off at SummerSlam. I would have never taken the title off her at SummerSlam. Fuck that. Nia Jax didn't even fucking get the title. Okay? Actually, no, I'm kidding. Nia Jax would get the title, but she hold it for a short reign. Anyway, Bayley doesn't need that fucking opportunity. If you're not going to put her as a champion, why are you putting her in these so much as, oh, well, I've heard many excuses. Oh, well, look at how WWE treated her way before. Why do you think she was treated that way? Vince treated her like shit. Vince booked her like shit. We're under Triple H now. If Bayley was so fed up with it like Sasha Banks was, she would have left with Sasha Banks that time. She would have made it anywhere. But she stayed. And we're supposed to reward her for the shit that she's been through under Vince? I mean, okay, let's reward her with a title win. Sure. But come on. Get real. We gave her the title. They took it off of her. Why does she have to be put in those opportunities again? If she's going to fail, you're taking away the spotlight from women that could actually benefit from it. Especially if you keep running the shit back time and time and time again. It gets what? It gets what Vince used to do. Repetitive. And it's fucking annoying. That's all I got to say about that. But from there, are they friends? Are they enemies? Like, what are we doing here? Because weren't they teamed up at Survivor Series? Wasn't Io and fucking... Am I missing something here? Wasn't Io and Bayley teamed up at SummerSlam or Survivor Series? That's fucking I know. Paul Heyman revealed WWE 2K25 cover. Paul Heyman cut a promo. He came out here as Michael Cole and Pat McAfee were rolling down WrestleMania lane, talking about how Michael Cole's undefeated at WrestleMania. Everybody got to know that that's true. But he cut a promo on a can of soup that would engage the fans to convince him to invest in him. As a Hall of Famer revealed, Roman Reigns will serve as the cover star of this year's WWE 2K25 video game, then turned his attention to Saturday's Royal Rumble. Heyman put over the 29 other superstars as mere roadblocks in the Tribal Chief's path back to winning the undisputed WWE Championship. Now, as Heyman wrapped things up, dropping the microphone, Drew McIntyre came out and confronted the advocate of the OTC. He documented his link to the creation of the Bloodline and told Heyman he was simply looking for a thank you. McIntyre vowed to toss Heyman's boy over the top rope, but clarified he was not talking about Reigns, but rather CM Punk, which is interesting, and that's a little nice right there. I like that. This was a great little teaser for the Rumble. It added the element of Heyman's allegiance to both Punk and Reigns. If you guys remember, if you don't remember, go take a backseat look of 2011 with CM Punk and Paul Heyman, as they would captivate what would be a great 2011, end of 2011 actually, into 2012. Or actually somewhere in 2012. I don't know particularly. But if you want to see the evolution of Punk, go watch 2011, go watch 2012, and go watch 2013. Because those are the best years of Punk and Heyman that you're going to see. Maybe not so much 2013, but 2011, 2012, go check it. But yes, his allegiance to both Punk and Reigns and how they may play out, especially with the specter of Punk's favor hanging overhead. Graded an A, and I would keep that A right there as it is. Probably maybe just an A. I am the one behind the one versus 29. When Elon Musk colonizes Mars, Roman Reigns will be the biggest star on that planet too. I don't know. I'm not even gonna do his little salute. But whatever. McIntyre said before reliving how he indirectly led to the faction's formation. I'm the daddy of the bloodline. You're more, shit, if we had a Spanish guy here, you'd be the Poppy. If we had Eddie here, you'd be the Poppy of the bloodline, good sir. But you're not. What we do have is Canadian, and his name is Sami Zayn, and he took on you. Sami Zayn entered Monday night looking to earn his first victory over Drew McIntyre and continue his path to his first world title. However, he would have to overcome a potential shattered nose and a physical punishment of the Scottish Warrior. Zayn turned into a relentless performer, valiant performance, and shaking off the difficulty of simply breathing to remain in the fight late. he delivered a Blue Thunder Bomb to McIntyre, but could only net a 2 count. Instead of following up, he scaled the top ropes, where his opponent delivered a overhead throw. Zayn dodged a Claymore, earned a roll-up for 2, set up for a Helluva Kick, which McIntyre evaded. The Scotsman scooped up his opponent, used the ropes to add leverage, and scored the tainted victory. So yes, McIntyre used the ropes. What a heel. After the match, McIntyre attacked Zayn, only for Cody Rhodes to make the save. The hometown hero cleared the Scottish Warrior from the ring, but only a sneak attack from Owens. McIntyre attacked again. Zayn attempted to Helluva Kick, but accidentally struck Rhodes. So, I want you to check out something here for me. Well, not for me. I want you guys to understand something. Karrion Kross is a part of this. All right. Now let me break it to you, okay? If you remember, like I talked about the last time on Raw, previously on Monday Night Raw. Remember, Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins were backstage and said, "Hey, I got your back, man. Don't worry." Karrion Kross was literally standing way distant behind Seth Rollins before Sami Zayn exited when Sami Zayn exited the scene. Karrion Kross was standing behind. Now, Sami Zayn Helluva kicked Seth when McIntyre attacked. McIntyre attacked Cody. Sami Helluva kicked Cody. There's a pattern here. Sami is Helluva kicking and accidentally Helluva kicking his friends. So say. So, and then there's Karrion Kross celebrating that too. Like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Right? So, I would pay more attention to Karrion Kross if anything. He's a fucking Easter egg and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Look for Karrion Kross everywhere, okay? He's an Easter egg and a half. So are the White Six, but God, who knows when they're going to come back. Not only did this keep alive the narrative that Zayn cannot beat McIntyre, and the desperate babyface is errantly kicking his fellow fan favorites, but it adds to the idea that Zayn could help Owens win the undisputed WWE Universal title, or WWE title, Saturday when the American Nightmare defends it in a ladder match. Monday's contest, great, and everything that followed was equally as good and potentially more meaningful as a slander storyline perspective. Graded an A. Penta interrupted the Intercontinental Champion Braun Breaker, hinting a feud between the two in the coming weeks and months. Now, if WWE wants to do this right, they could do this as a build up. They could do this in between and build up to Elimination Chamber. For this, I would save this for I honestly would love to save it for a WrestleMania, but hey, Elimination Chamber would not be that bad. Braun Breaker, fucking Penta, that shit would cook. That would feed fucking families, as people on the internet like to say. That would feed fucking families, I'm telling you. People would want Penta to win, but Penta's going to need more matches. Because remember, he's coming, because here's how I'm looking at it from Braun Breaker and Penta point of view. Penta's already coming in superstar, so he needs to rack up some momentum. So he's winning matches after matches after matches. He's already had 2 matches and he's won. So that's got some good momentum. Build up some more momentum. Have Braun Breaker maybe spear him to kind of build to that. And then, Braun Breaker can, Braun Breaker can look dominant. Penta can keep racking up momentum. And then when Penta loses to Braun Breaker, this won't matter, because this won't mean much, because when he loses that Intercontinental Championship match to Braun Breaker, like I said, here's the thing about momentum gaining, okay? I don't know if this is the first time or the second time I've talked about momentum and how you win it, how you gain it or lose it in the WWE. It's pretty simple. How do you gain momentum in the WWE? It's pretty simple. How you gain momentum is the positives. You cut a good promo. You win a match. You cut a good promo. You do a good segment. You do a good interview. All right? Everything's good. Everything is positive. To gain momentum equals to positive outcomes. So wins, interviews, promos, the segments you're in, those need to be positive. They need to be good. How do you lose momentum? Well, if gaining momentum's the positives, losing momentum's is the negative. You lose a match, you cut a bad promo, you do a bad interview, and you're a part of a bad segment. It's pretty straightforward. With Penta, when I don't like to combine the win-losses, because winning and losing in WWE do not matter. And if they did, then first off, LA Knight would face Cody, not AJ, as his first opponent. Not only that, but fucking Sami Zayn, what is it? I don't think Braun Breaker would be Intercontinental Champion. Braun Breaker would have won. If winning and losing didn't matter, Braun Breaker would have won at Money in the Bank. And not only that, but Kevin Owens would have never faced Cody at Bash in Berlin if winning and losing did not matter. Or, sorry, if winning and losing did matter. If winning and losing did matter, Cody and Kevin would have never faced at Bash in Berlin. Cole revealed that Zayn is 10-0 against McIntyre. The small details, man. The small details do matter. The Cody promo. Still recovering from Zayn's kick, Cody Rhodes touted working more matches than any WWE superstar, while proving that being champion is more than just about holding the belt. Then CM Punk interrupted. Came face to face with Cody Rhodes. He talked to Rhodes about the grind he had been on and will continue to be on, and how it will affect his immediate future as champion before dropping the bombshell. If and when he wins the Royal Rumble, he is coming to take the title from the American Nightmare. The intensity ratcheted up from there. Each barb from one to the other, a little more cutting and personal, before Rhodes ended by claiming he would show Punk who the best in the world really is. I don't have any goosebumps, but man, chills down the spines, people. This was a phenomenal promo. Oh my God, phenomenal. Great promo. Go watch it. It's worth watching. And one that few would have seen coming. There had been so many other WrestleMania expectations and teases that the concept of Punk and Rhodes never really crossed anyone's mind until Monday. Well, hello, am I still here? Like, Punk and Rhodes actually, like, as a one-on-one feud, like, off, like, I thought about that. I was way before thinking about that before anybody, but I never said anything about it. So here I am talking about it. Thanks to the extraordinary work of both men, both expert storytellers with microphones in their hands, it is no longer a possibility, but instead a match that many will deem a necessity. A year ago, on the go-home show of Raw, Rhodes and Punk's crossed paths. 5 days later, the American Nightmare bested Punk in the Men's Royal Rumble, which Punk should have won, just to put some, pressure on these fucking Bleacher Report writers. Punk was supposed to win, but because McIntyre injured him during the match, Punk made sure one of the referee knows that he's going over and talked to backstage real quick, and backstage was okay to have Rhodes win. So this year will be interesting to see if the best in the world can win the 30-man Battle Royal, cash his ticket to face Rhodes. Unfortunately, I'm here to break the news to you that it will not be Punk. As much as I want it to be, it won't be Punk. A lot of back and forth. Go watch the promo, guys. Graded an A+, and it fucking deserves an A+. Plus, like, add so many pluses that you can't even, like, unlimited pluses. Like, it'll just, like, fucking blow all the way through. Graded an A+. So, yeah. I should mention, I should wait until Royal Rumble predictions to talk about everything Royal Rumble with you guys. But yeah, this Raw was pretty good. Let's see what the final grade was, shall we? This was a strong show before Rhodes and Punk encountered each other in the closing promo, and it just got better from there, man. The exclamation point on the broadcast set the stage for the Men's Royal Rumble match that feels as unpredictable as ever, with so many stars, stories, and potential WrestleMania main event circling. The in-ring content was solid this week. Bravo. But it was the promo segments, book-ending the show, that helped establish it as an effective go-home broadcast, even if the build for the Women's Royal Rumble match had been almost non-existent outside of Charlotte Flair impending return. Raw is red hot right now and should continue that streak on the road to WrestleMania after the Royal Rumble. Graded a B+. And I've got to say, to speak on this, oh my God, what the hell did I just do? Okay. To speak on this, this has been great. Raw has been great ever since they've transferred to Netflix. I saw the WWE. If you guys did not hear me talk about this when I was doing it on PlayStation, I used to fucking mention how WWE should have always put their goddamn logo in the middle of the ring. And this time they did it. They put the WWE logo in the middle of the ring, Netflix, Snickers, and then a bunch of other shit right there. They could put Prime in the turnbuckles. But hey, WWE did it. WWE's doing shit like extraordinary, and it's fucking crazy, man. It is so fucking good. And I'm sorry I keep saying fucking all the time, but hey, I got to. WWE's on a tear. So, here's how this is going to work. You're going to get a Sunday. So, let's just say so happen. You're going to get SmackDown review on Saturday. You're going to get the Royal Rumble review on Sunday. Wait. Yeah, you're going to get the SmackDown review on Saturday. You're going to get the Royal Rumble review on Sunday. And then back to a regular scheduled program. For WrestleMania, I will cover both nights on Monday in April. So yeah. But look out for Thursday, Royal Rumble predictions. I will set up the SmackDown review for there. My cousin will be here, so you guys will get to see him and fucking we'll get to talk about it. But yeah, until then, this has been the Raw Review with the Wrestling Pod, and I'm glad I'm able to get the mic fixed. So I will see you guys on Thursday.